Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is MK. I'm Filipina and I'm currently now here in South Korea. And again, I'm married to a Korean national. So today's topic is going to be the requirements of getting F6 visa. And I did get a lot of questions from our TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or basically anywhere, like how to process, F6 visa. Is it easy? And et cetera, et cetera. So I cannot answer them one by one in social media, and I just decided to make a full video out of it. And hopefully, this helps many Filipinas out there. And again, this is specifically to Filipina. So if you're not from the Philippines, and I'm so sorry, I cannot help you right now, but hopefully soon. So let's get started. I will be sharing my screen and I will really walk you through from top to bottom, like from going to the site, and we are going to go through all the requirements one by one. And I don't want this video to be very long, so I will be doing maybe like a part one or a part two. So let's get started. All right. So I have here my F6 visa sheet. You probably have seen this before now because I also used this sa previous video ko na full F6 visa checklist. So again, this is the MOFA website. And I've shown you before na wag basta-basta mag-click ng F6 visa or C3 visa or etc. And hindi mo na make sure na Philippines pala yung MOFA mo. So it's in our sheet. Just copy this one. Diba? Kita niyo yan, PHEN. So yung slug, PH dash EN. And we enter. All right, now here, Embassy of the Republic of Korea in the Republic of the Philippines, not Singapore, not Hungary, not whatever, Germany, etc. So let's go here. Dito po tayo sa Korean spouse visa. And um, one thing that you have to note about Korean embassy, and this is what I've noticed, is they do update their requirements talaga. So make sure before submitting your requirements, make sure to visit their website. That's why I was thinking if I can share this sheet with you, no, because we do have like we actually share this with my husband. I made this for us para alam namin na, okay, this is my to-do. Yan naman yung to-do mo. Diba? Para organized naman kayo. So, hindi nyo naman miss na, ito pala yung gagawin natin or this is not included, this would be included, etc. Right? So, this is really helpful sheet and ito talaga yung tinitingnan namin before and making sure na ginagawa na namin yung need namin gawin. All right? So, as you can see here, spouse visa requirements, and this is the file. So, you can just click either yung download or dito. Then you will be routed sa Korean spouse visa. And meron tayong forms to be filled up. So ito na lahat yung mga forms. So you don't need to go to their embassy para magkakuha lang ng form. Nandito na po lahat sa website. So again, I'm not going to download this for you and provide this for you because nga, nag-iba-iba yung forms nila. So make sure to always visit their website. All right. And this is naman TB tuberculosis designated hospital, sorry, if exempted from medical certificate. Zip. And meron tayong, or meron din silang provide na medical certificate sample. And of course, ito na yung pinaka spouse visa requirements updated 9/8/2025. So imagine that's just last month, September 8, 2025, diba? And then I applied last July. So of course, if ibibigay ko, actually in-update ko na naman to sa pinaka-latest one. Pero again, baka meron sa inyong nagwa-watch like a year after, 6 months later, we don't know. So make sure na lang na yan na yung dina-download nyo. All right? Now click either this or this. Depende na sa inyo. All right, that should be download and dito tayo sa view. Okay. Ayan. Okay. Let's start with like or not sure what's going on. Ayan. Okay. So spouse visa F6 requirements, Embassy of the Republic of Korea and the Republic of the Philippines updated June 23, 2025. Okay, that's weird because hindi na lang update na yan. Ito na yung pinaka-updated. Okay. So let's and again kinopy ko na lahat dito. All right. So let's start. So let's start with the basic requirements. Number one, so pag nagtatanong, minsan kasi yung embassy nag-email like, okay, we're missing one dash, let's say for example, 1-2, 1-3, etc. And I have like a folder talaga, pinaka-folder, and then I use like a sticky note or yung mga labeling note na ito yung 1-1, ito yung 1-2, 1-3, just to make sure na organized kayo. Yes, that would really help. Like, okay, I will review before sending this to embassies. Ano nga ba yung 1-5? So, easy lang to pull out. All right, so number one is the visa application form. So mahanap yan dito sa forms to be filled up or zip. So let me check if andito siya. Forms. Ayan. Okay, so ito yung visa form application. Meron naman siyang English translation. Applicant must fill out this form completely and correctly, please. Applicant must write in block letters either in English or Korean. For multiple choice questions, the applicant must check all that apply. If the applicant select others, please provide more information in the given space. So, di ba, meron naman siyang English translation. So, just make sure again to follow kung ano yung nakalagay dyan. So, ito, yung photo, lalagay mo dyan, yung family name, given name. I think this one is if you have Chinese name, etc. And one tip, guys, you can always use your phone, or let's say ito, if you're using your laptop, no, so you can simply copy paste. I mean, we can all be resourceful in some ways. Like, this is what I'm telling you. You don't need like parang mga agency to help you. The resources are right in front of you. So, diba? English name written on passport. So, yeah, you can confirm that it's the same. It's really accurate. Or you can use your phone. You can just scan the text sa Google Translate and pwede naman yung i-translate. So, and details of visa application, short term, long term, status of stay, lagay nyo dito F6. And this one for official use, of course, do not fill in because for official use. Your passport information, your contact information. So, your home current, yeah, well, it's easy because you know this. Marital status, family details, education, details of visit, purpose of visit to Korea. So, dito tayo sa visiting family friends dito. Or, sorry, marriage migrant, which is F6, and then the period of stay. Yan. So, I mean, it's really easy. Details, implementation, funding details, assistance with this form, and yun lang naman. And then ito yung mga procedures. So, applicant, diplomatic mission, diplomatic mission, so reception, review, approval, and issuance. Right? So again, it's not hard to follow the rules, or make sure na you have to read thoroughly before ka mag fill out. And if you have any questions, you can reach out, or you can comment in this video, and I'll do my best to help you. Or if sa Korean husband mo, Koreans are really knowledgeable in these things. Like, they don't need like agencies or in a lot of things because they can follow their own flow. So, tiwala sa husband nyo. Okay, so next, one piece passport size photo. So you can go to the studio and ask them to, take a video, or not video, take a photo of you with white background, and you can tell them na para sa Korean visa po. So, kasi I was asked, para saan po to? Meron kasi isang Korean, merong Japan, meron silang iba't ibang sizes ng photos. So make sure na it's for, ano talaga, for Korean visa. Original passport of the applicant, validity must be at least 6 months. So, of course, your passport, and make sure na copy niyo yan because ito yung 1-4. One copy of the passport of the applicant, photocopy of the bio page. So, yes, make sure na yung bio page yung may mukha nyo. And if you just got your new passport, make sure na merong signature dun sa bio page nyo. So, merong part doon na merong signature. So, yeah, make sure to sign it. And of course, the visa application fee is 2,000. Okay, so next, forms to be filled up. It is the most important part of the requirements. Please fill up specific as required by the embassy without any blanks. Without any blanks. All right, so we have your invitation letter, guarantee letter, personal details form. Must be filled up by the Korean spouse in Hangul. So as you can see here, ito yung husband to do. So the first from that 1-1 to 1-5, wife to do. Diba? So from 1-6, 7, 8 until ito, husband to do. Husband to do. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull out an example. Okay, invitation letter. Yan, okay. Because if you fill this out, of course, hindi natin maintindihan yan because it's in Hangul. 'Di ba? Guarantee letter. Yan, sa spouse niyo na to. Alam nila yan how to answer for sure. Personal details form must be filled up by the foreign spouse in English. Oh, sorry about that. So this is for Filipino spouse. I am mistaken. In English, wife to do. Okay. So, ano to? Dami bang? Okay. Personal details form for a marriage migrant visa. So again, meron again siyang mga yan, this translation. Okay, so yeah, meron nag-ask ng parents, brothers, sister nyo, nag-ask if alam nila yung marriage mo. So, no, of course. Have you ever been married to a person other than your current spouse? So, if married ka before, then lagay nyo dyan. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's not too long. Yan, easy lang yan. So, invitation letter, guarantee letter, personal details form. And next is basic documents to be prepared by the Korean spouse. So, meaning yung husband mo. Okay, or the Korean spouse. So if you're Filipino, you're hindi ka naman you Pinoy, not Pinay, lalaki. So I never heard na, but I don't know anyone na lalaki na marry ng Koreana. So mostly kasi is, babae na, ano sa Koreano. Ano bang ano? Sorry. Again, not fluent in Filipino. Bisaya po. Okay, so one copy of Korean spouse's passport, the bio page, basic certificate, detailed marriage history, detailed family relations. So one copy each in Korean issued within 3 months. So if nagprepare if nag-prepare pa kayo sa requirements niyo. So actually pwede itong mamaya na because let's say pina-process niyo pa yung a lot of things and hindi niyo alam kung kailan kayo magsa-submit dun sa embassy, 'di ba? So baka lagpasan ng 3 months, so kukuha kayo ulit. And don't worry because online lang naman 'yan. So nakikita niyo yung place of issuance. It's in Community Service Center in Korea or just go to minwon.go.kr. Minwon.go.kr. Dito nila kinukuha yung basic certificate, marriage history, parang PSA natin. Pero dito sa kanila walang bayad. I'm not sure why I can't open it. But yes, basically, they know this. They know where to get this, I'm pretty sure. All right. And for certificate for marriage guidance program, no need to submit for those exempted. Refer to number one. Okay, this is the most important part, guys, because um, I did get a lot of questions about, if nag-take ba ako ng exam, or meron bang mga interview, etc., etc. So for me, wala, because we were exempted dito sa certificate for marriage guidance program. So what is a certificate marriage guidance program? Okay, so help tayo. What is marriage certificate guidance program? Okay, so actually in Korea. Okay. So yeah, so the marriage certificate guidance program in Korea is an international marriage guidance program mandatory for Korean nationals who intend to marry a foreign national or who are already married to one and are sponsoring them for an F6 visa. So this program provides education or international marriage, cultural differences, legal procedures for the F6, and conflict resolution to promote healthy and balanced international marriages. So basically, yan. Okay. So mandatory. The Korean spouse must either submit a certificate from the program or include the certificate number on the visa invitation to support the F6 visa application for the power. Okay. So basically, ito yung number one, di ba? You need to submit for those exempted to number one. Exempted from certificate for marriage guidance program. So number one, if the couple can prove that they were in a relationship while the Korean spouse was first staying in the Philippines for more than 6 months. So if yung Korean, you guys, is nagstay sa Philippines for more than 6 months, and you can prove that with a visa or visa extensions, diba? Or kung ano yung documents na meron kayo, you're exempted for the certificate marriage guidance program. Two, staying in a third country continuously with long-term visa, such as student visa or working visa. So staying in a third country, so basically, let's say, like my husband, no, sa ano siya, sa Australia. So naka-student visa siya doon. So again, there are many reasons na pwede kami exempted because my husband has been living in the Philippines for so long. So that's already number one. All right, number two, if the couple can prove that they were in a relationship while the foreign stayed legally in Korea for at least 91 days with long term visa specified. So if you guys were together in Korea legally, okay, while the foreign stayed legally, so I don't know, working visa, student visa, dun sa Korea for at least 90 days, so more than 3 months, diba, with long term visas, then yes, you're also exempted for the marriage certificate or marriage guidance program. And number three, if there is a humanitarian reason such as pregnancy or childbirth. So if pregnant ka guys, then actually if pregnant ka, super easy yung visa. So I think we can discuss about that sa later part. All right, so there you go. As long as you can prove na you are ano dun, nasa 1, 2, or 3, then you are exempted sa marriage guidance program. All right, and 1-15, original medical certificate. So refer to number 2, hospital public health center. So number 2, for medical certificate of Korean spouse, it should be issued within 6 months from the application date with medical certificate. Format for application of public officials, with additional STD and AIDS test result by hospital, public health center, physical examination institution designated by Article 3. Da, da, da. Submission is waived if the Korean spouse is exempted from marriage certificate for marriage guidance program. Actually, this one, guys, if even if we are exempted, wala kaming marriage guidance program, diba? Um, we still submitted. Sorry, not my husband ha. So sorry, nalito ako. Dito pala tayo sa number three. So number two is sa Korean spouse. So your husband doesn't need to send if exempted sa certificate for marriage guidance program. So my husband didn't provide any medical certificate. But I did this. Number three, for medical certificate of foreign spouse, which is tayo. Tayo yung foreign spouse, okay? Foreign spouse. Should be issued within 6 months for the application date. It should be type written or computerized with hospital name, hospital address, hospital number. So don't worry because when you go back here, ito yung medical certificate sample. Yan. And don't worry guys because sa Cebu Doc, yung designated hospital, if you open this medical certificate zip, sige, open na natin para klaro talaga. No, you can really see while you are here. Sige, anuhin na natin. i-open na natin lahat. Okay, so you just look for kung saan kayo nakatira. And actually, meron ding price dyan. But that's 2022, no? So, of course, parang mas mahal na ngayon. So, kung saan kayo nakatira? Let's say sa Manila kayo, super dami niyong options. Pero sa Cebu is, nga lang, ito, Cebu Doctors Hospital. Cebu Doctors Hospital. So, sa Osmeña Boulevard siya, guys. So, I did chest x-ray, doctor's fee. I got this to tuberculosis medical certificate, sealed and filled up form, certificate of TB screening and TB treatment 1,000. So, the first thing you're gonna do when you arrive sa Cebu Doctors Hospital is meron namang ano doon, ano ba yan? Uh, meron namang instructions doon na for let's say for tuberculosis. So wag kayong pumunta doon sa kabilang kabilang ano ba yun, medical arts ba yun? But doon sa pinaka main hospital talaga, and then just ask the guard na saan yung pang Korean visa, like we're gonna do like tuberculosis exam. So pagkapasok nyo kaagad sa hospital, parang may turn right doon, and then ayun na, merong mag-assist sa'yo na okay, ito yung gagawin mo. So the first thing you're gonna do is pupunta ka doon sa um I forgot the name, but meron siyang like outside the hospital siya, and then you will have to do their chest X-ray, and then meron akong urine then I don't know what's that for, but yeah, they asked for it, and also blood, yeah, and nakuha ko lang the same day. So I went there siguro mga around 9 a.m., and then nakuha ko yung lahat ng results in one day. So mga 4 p.m. ko siya nakuha. So actually mas earlier nga, like siguro available na yun mga 3. Pumunta lang ako pabalik ng 4. So 4 p.m. And then, pagkakuha nyo ng lahat ng results, such as X-ray and lahat-lahat na, yung TB, etc. So, balik kayo doon sa pinaka-main na hospital, and then isasubmit mo siya doon sa ano niya, assigned personnel. And then, papasabi ka na punta ka doon sa other building. I really forgot. I'm so sorry, guys. Other building para makakuha ka ng medical certificate. So, yung doctor na yun is magpo-provide sa'yo ng pinaka-medical certificate na nagbabasa ng result mo from the test that you just did in the morning. And don't worry, guys, kasi available sila. They were able to finish. So, make sure lang, if siguro, just in case na hindi kayo matapos within the day, they are only until 5. But actually, nag-extend sila nun kasi marami. So, I think 6 na kami natapos. Pero, if hindi nila kaya, so probably they will ask you to go back the next day. So, yung doctor is, ano lang, may nagbibigay ng medical certificate. And after nun, madali lang, guys. You have to go back again dun sa pinaka-main hospital. And again, hindi siya malayo, okay? So, just couple of steps away. And after nun, tapos na. So, you got it in I got it in one day. Okay? So, and also bring cash with you when paying. Tip, pro tip lang. Okay. Anyways, going back. All right. So, next is um, original PSA birth certificate. So again, from PSA, original police record, NBI. Guys, if processing pa lang kayo or siguro nakuha nyo na yung PSA nyo, anuhin nyo kagad, kunin nyo agad yung NBI clearance nyo because you might be parang hit, para same sa akin. Even though I'm already married, hit pa rin ako, guys. So I have to wait for like 3 weeks at least to get my NBI. So medyo mataas yung waiting time ng NBI. And original medical certificate. Ito pala yung note 3. So, ito pa yung note 3 na tuberculosis result from again, designated hospital must be submitted. And in case pregnant, medical certificates stating pregnancy and ultrasound results should be submitted to be exempted from submitting TB result. So, you don't need a tuberculosis result if pregnant ka, guys. Again, simplified yung requirements pag pregnant ka. So, di ba? They're just asking for your medical certificate stating na pregnant ka and also the ultrasound. All right. So as you can see here, guys, before meron kasi siyang nakalagay dito one dash I don't know somewhere dito na banda to send the PSA marriage certificate. But effective June 11, 2024, original PSA marriage certificate is no longer a requirement. However, it may still be required along with other support. So in our case, guys, we just submitted our PSA certificate because it doesn't make sense kasi sa kanila because we already submitted our PSA, Apostle PSA dito sa Korea. So that means recognize na tayo dito. And they can also check that on their end. So yeah. Okay. All right, now let's see. We have one, two, three. This one, guys, is not very long, so I can do this in another part two of the video because this is really quite getting long. And so far, yun lang yung pinakamatrabaho sa ating end. As you can see, di ba? Wife to do, wife to do, wife to do, wife. Yun yung pinakamatrabaho sa sa atin. And again, for example, this one, 1-4, Certificate for Marriage Guidance Program. If you don't need this, then lagay nyo lang dyan NA or to assign or whatever. Or you can just highlight, no, highlight na yan or this na it means na you don't need to do it. Okay? Or pwede nyo din lagyan dyan ng yan, NA. Okay, there you go. And then highlight nyo lang yan. That means you don't need to do it. Your husband doesn't need to do it. Okay, so in our next video, in our part 2, we will be covering this one. And as you can see, maraming ano dyan. For me, maraming hindi nag-apply. Okay, so mas maliit yung time sa next ano natin, next video. So again, yun yung pinakamatrabaho, yung part 1 talaga. And after don't tuloy-tuloy ka na. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something. So again, it might be difficult. It might be you might feel overwhelmed talaga with all the things that you need to do. But if you're organized enough to to process all of this, guys, it's worth it. It's worth it talaga. So just make sure na let's say kung nakaschedule ka, be there on time for your let's say for your exam certificate tuberculosis exam, di ba? Be there on time. If you wanna finish it in like 1 day, be there on time. And again, it depends pa rin kasi again, sa experience ko sa Cebu kasi. So, medyo madali. But I'm not sure in other hospitals. No, baka mas madali sa inyo. Baka nakukuha nyo lang within 30 minutes yung results and you're done na. So, iba't iba yung process ng iba't ibang hospitals din or like basically anything. No? So, again, if you have any questions, just put them down in the comment section. I'll try my best to answer all of them. And I will also be sharing this sheet just in case you need it or you find this helpful. So that's it. I'll see you in my next video for F6 visa requirements part 2. I'll see you guys.